Annie Särnblad is a globally recognized speaker and strategic advisor who is often referred to as a human lie detector. She is the author of the book, The Diary of a Human Lie Detector: Facial Expressions in Love, Lust, and Lies. In this podcast episode, Annie discusses the art of reading facial expressions and how it can help us understand others better. Annie explains that facial expressions are a universal language of humans. They are hardwired into us and are the same across all cultures and languages. She mentions that even people who are born blind make the same facial expressions, indicating that it is an innate ability. Facial expressions are a physiological response to emotions, and they can provide valuable insights into what someone is feeling. Annie has studied the science of facial expressions and is certified in facial action coding systems, which allows her to numerically code 10,000 muscle combinations in human expression. She teaches people how to recognize and interpret these expressions to improve their understanding of others. One of the main benefits of mastering the art of facial communication is empathy and safety. By being able to read facial expressions, we can better understand what someone else is feeling and adjust our behavior accordingly. This can help us build stronger connections and relationships with others. Additionally, being able to recognize facial expressions can also help us identify potential threats or dangers. Annie explains that micro-expressions, which are brief facial expressions that occur involuntarily, can be a powerful tool for detecting lies. When someone is lying, their facial expression may not match their words, providing a clue that they are being dishonest. By paying attention to these micro-expressions, we can become better at detecting deception. Annie also discusses the importance of facial expressions in romantic relationships. She explains that facial expressions can reveal whether someone is genuinely interested and emotionally connected to us. For example, a genuine smile will involve the muscles around the eyes, while a fake smile may only involve the muscles around the mouth. By paying attention to these cues, we can better understand the intentions and emotions of our partners. When it comes to determining whether someone is a potential narcissist or sociopath, Annie suggests looking for inconsistencies between their words and facial expressions. A narcissist may show a lack of empathy and kindness in their facial expressions, while someone who genuinely cares will display vulnerability and compassion. By observing these cues, we can make more informed decisions about who to trust and build relationships with. Annie emphasizes the importance of listening to our gut instincts and intuition. Our bodies have a natural security system that can sense danger or discomfort. By paying attention to these feelings and observing facial expressions, we can make safer and healthier decisions in our relationships and interactions with others. Annie explains that humans are naturally good at getting their needs met, and if something works for them, they tend to repeat it. This includes using artificial and strange tactics to impress others. She refers to narcissists as parrots, who try to figure out what others want in order to manipulate them. Annie shares a personal experience of almost falling for the tactics of a narcissist who used micro-expressions to connect with her. She discusses the differences between psychopaths, narcissists, and geniuses, noting that while geniuses can be narcissistic, the traits of a genius do not necessarily overlap with those of a psychopath or narcissist. Annie explains that she looks for certain facial expressions, such as crazy eyes and the full facial expression of fear, to identify potential psychopaths or violent individuals. She also mentions the importance of context and understanding that not all people with certain facial expressions are dangerous. Annie emphasizes the significance of empathy in differentiating between a narcissist and a genius. While someone with autism may not express empathy in the same way as neurotypical individuals, they can still possess immense empathy and kindness. She highlights the importance of situational empathy and the ability to understand how others would feel in a given situation. The conversation then shifts to the topic of leadership and the challenges faced by highly successful and powerful leaders. Annie explains that one of the biggest problems is the lack of honest feedback, as people tend to say yes to powerful individuals and avoid calling them out on their flaws. This can lead to a disconnection from the organization and an inability to identify toxic employees or trust issues. Another challenge is delegation, as leaders often struggle to let go and trust others to make decisions. Annie emphasizes the importance of finding trustworthy individuals and being comfortable with allowing them to make mistakes. The third challenge discussed is modeling leadership behavior. Annie mentions that many leaders fail to model the behavior they want to see in their organization, which can lead to a lack of trust and connection. She emphasizes the importance of vulnerability and authenticity in leadership. Annie shares her experiences working with powerful leaders and the real problems they confide in her. She explains that her role is to help them see beneath the surface and address their struggles. She also discusses the importance of vulnerability and creating a safe space for leaders to open up. The conversation then delves into the topic of lying and how to spot a liar. Annie provides 3 key indicators: the bunny rabbit nose, body language, such as head movements, and the use of distancing language or qualifiers. She advises paying attention to inconsistencies between verbal and non-verbal cues and looking for unnatural or extra words in a person's speech. Annie concludes by discussing her motivation for writing her book, Diary of a Human Lie Detector. She explains that she wanted to share her knowledge and help people recognize truth and make safe decisions in their lives. She emphasizes the importance of listening and understanding each other, as well as embracing neurodiversity and appreciating the differences in how people are wired. In the final segment, Annie shares her 3 truths to leave behind. Be kind because everyone is struggling, be authentic and true to oneself, and embrace neurodiversity and love each other for our differences. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed the video, please like and subscribe.